Hello Golf Pass, Martin Hall coming to you from Lake Nona Golf Club in Orlando, Florida, talking about a subject that's dear to every golfer's heart. How can you get more distance with the big dog, with the big stick here? Well, one of the things you have to do is hit in the middle of the club. We pretty much all know that. Another thing is, the bigger the range of motion you can make in your backswing, i.e. the further you can get the grip end away from the ball, giving yourself a longer runway to accelerate, the farther you will hit it. We know that. We know that generally longer backswings produce longer shots. However, how do we do it? I ask a lot of people to swing back a bit farther, and typically I'll see something like this. They still don't get the club back very far. And some might say, well, you know, that's because you're old, Martin. That's not exactly true. I am old, that is true. But actually getting the club back farther isn't. How the body works in the golf swing is a very interesting topic. If I take this magnet and put it on my chest and I bend forwards, we're going to give that the biomechanical name of flexion of the spine. If I point that up to the sky, that's extension of the spine. Now, strangely enough, hard to believe perhaps, but in fact true, when you swing back, the spine has to go, or the thorax actually, has to go from flexion into extension. Now, the simple thought there is just to get the chest to the sky, and you will find if you do that, you can get your hands further away from the ball. You lengthen the backswing. So if I want to lengthen my backswing, one of the things I do is think of getting my chest up to the sky. So as I'm swinging the club back, I'm going to try and get my chest up to the sky as much as I can. And that's a pretty straight shot and a pretty straight distance, actually, pretty decent distance. But what if I wanted to measure how long my backswing was? Ooh, now there's a thing, isn't it? A phrase I'm often used to say, you'll hear me say, is feedback is the super highway to golfing excellence. Now, feedback here, I'm wearing the deWiz product. It's a product I think is fantastic for lengthening the swing and some other items that I'm going to talk about. I wouldn't be in front of this camera talking about it if I didn't think it was a wonderful product. It's used by the likes of Vijay Singh, Annika Sorenstam, many other players. I'm connected to an iPad, and I can measure how long my backswing was. As a matter of fact, I'll do that right now. I'll take a typical backswing for me, one where I'm not pushing very hard, and I've got that device set that my medium range of backswing is 47 inches. But watch what happens if I take a normal swing where I don't push myself. Shot's fine. 44.9. But you will hear that it said 44.9. Now I know my threshold is actually 47, 48 inches that I need to push myself to. There's an alarm. There's actually even a sort of an electric shock if you want to go that far. Vijay Singh, bless him, such a worker at this game, he sets his electric alarm at 61 inches. I'm not going to do that. But if you are so inclined, carry on, Vijay. But I am going to set my alarm here at 47 inches. So I need to make a bigger swing than 47 inches. And using this device will push you, amongst one of many things, it will push you to make a longer backswing. So I'm going to try and extend the spine, which will allow my hands to go back farther, and see if I can make at least a 47, 48 inch travel with my left wrist in the swing. Here we go. I'm going to try and really lengthen this swing.
52.4.
52.4, what can I tell you? That's a long backswing for me. It might not look long for you, but the thing is that potentially can hit the ball another 20 or 30 yards. And the thing with lengthening your backswing and pushing yourself to go farther, you need to practice it, practice it, practice it, push it. So it can even work for practice swings. You don't have to have a golf ball. You could do it at home. Let's see how long I can make this one.
54.2.
54.2, so I've just lengthened that by 10 inches of travel. Now, things that I like about the deWiz, things that I think you should have a look at it for, you can take it on the golf course as an on-course component where you can use it on the golf course and come in and look in your data. But if you want to really improve at golf, you need feedback. Look, the thought is a solid one. The thought is certainly a solid one to get the chest to the sky to lengthen your arm swing. If you're a Golf Pass member, we certainly know that you appreciate the benefits of Golf Pass. We appreciate you being a member. Any comments or questions, leave them down below. And we want you to play your best golf on the golf course.